This is my Mac 9 DS Comp in 4.25. They also make a 5-inch model. This thing I have around 500 rounds through in 2 different range sessions that I've been to. Now, full disclosure, I purchased this thing myself. I am a prior first generation Mac 9 DS owner, and I got rid of that one. Had some optics issues, the front sight popped out, and honestly, I just wanted to get the newer one. So I sold that one, and then I used the money to get this, which is leaps and bounds ahead of the other one. Some of my favorite features on this, besides the overall look of it, because it is gorgeous. It's a work of art. Take a look at this thing. Oh my gosh. Love this comp. I love the extended slide lock release lever, which is so nice. I don't have to break my grip. I can one-handed function, do a slide lock with one bloody hand. How nice is that? Very nice. Comes with 2 17-round magazines. These are made stamped Batisas. I don't know if they're made by Checkmate or whatnot, but it comes with 2 of them. They work just fine. No problems whatsoever. Yes, the grip texture is not the best. I get that, but you could always, it's a baseline to hobby yourself into the 2011 or double stack 1911 market. So you can stipple this to your heart's content. Another cool thing about this is that it comes with 2 magazine releases. This is the extended magazine release. You can see that right there. It also comes with one that's a little bit more flush fit. It also comes with 3 different triggers, one that's installed and then a longer one and a shorter one should you want to change the trigger size. One of my complaints with the other model was that the trigger was just so damn long, and now this one's just perfect, just perfect. Clicky clicky, everybody likes clicky clicky. Does it rattle? A little bit. How's the fit and finish on the back there? Ooh, fireworks are starting. Now it comes with a regular plate without the optics cover. It comes with an optics cover, and it comes with this RMR optics plate. This is a metal plate. Now, there is some downside to this. At every few rounds, this optic shakes loose. It shoots, it works, it locks back. Just as long as you're aware that sometimes when you do a tack reload, that stupid round is going to fall out. Is the magazine? Yep, it's that. Wiggly. So I need to tighten that back up again. Other than that, this thing is just, ooh, that left one came really loose. This thing's just fun to shoot. I'm rather partial to the Mac 9 series. It's a way to get into a staccato for not having staccato money. I can be John Hick Turcado out here. I've got C&H Precision screws and the RMA that I put in from Mac, Military Armament Corporation. I've got those screws in the mail as well, so that I don't have to take my little Hollow Sun Torx kit and torque this down every few rounds, which is very frustrating. But as soon as that's fixed, this will just be my favorite gun to shoot. The comp, I think, does help a little bit. I noticed in the footage that it is really flat. It's a really, really nice shooting gun. It's kind of hefty, which is one of the things I love about this. It's a steel frame with a polymer grip module. It's heavier. I'm coming from the polymer market like probably most of you are. I'm coming from the M&Ps, the Glocks, the Canics, so on and so forth. This is my first run with a double stack 1911 or 1911 in general. And I'm pretty impressed with this one. Technically this is my second one because I'm coming from the first generation to the second one. This doesn't have the fiber optic sight, which is a big plus for me because that fiber optic sight on the first generation would just pop out. This one, it's all blacked out, good to go. Sights were pretty on right from the factory, so I definitely appreciate that. It has one notch for a light or laser. I prefer lights. A light is a standoff tool to kind of let people know, hey, stop. overall, it's a really, really good shooting gun. I haven't had any major hiccups with this. I had a failure to eject earlier, but that was it. I've very mildly lubricated this thing. As you can see, it's not gushing. There's not a bunch of like oil just all over this thing. It's mildly lubricated. Is it oversprung? Yes, I'm probably going to put a 12-pound recoil spring in this thing just because it is a little oversprung. But it's a joy to shoot. It really is. I need to clean this thing. Good Lord, my hands are all. But I mean, it's a tool. It's supposed to be dirty. It's supposed to be used, and I shoot the ever-living piss out of it. I absolutely love this. If I didn't love my first generation Mac, there is no way in hell that I would go out and spend, the money that I did for this one to get the second generation. I loved it. I shot the ever-living piss out of that gun, and now I'm going to shoot the ever-living piss out of this. My only real complaints were, of course, that front sight post and then the optics plate, which is kind of the same issue we're getting here, but I've got new screws. This uses the AOS footprint, which is, awesome, I guess. But this optics issue is kind of a pain in the ass. I'll admit it. You can adjust your rear sight here. You can use your, I think it's like a 2 mil. Don't quote me on that. You can use your Allen key, back this out, move this around as you need. You can even move the front sight if you're so inclined. It takes something goes in there. But I have had no need to do that. I can co-witness my sights on this, which is nice. And that allows me to have a backup should the optic fail, say an EMP goes off and I lose all optics, and now I have the ability to continue fighting with my gun. One of the things is, oh, is it just a range toy? Is it just good for the money? I would just say, based off of my experience with these things, it's just a good gun. It's just a good gun. Aside from the optics issue, everything else mechanically is it just shoots. Would you trust your life to it? Every time that you pull the trigger on a firearm, you're technically trusting your life to that firearm so that it doesn't explode and kill or seriously injure you. So that's kind of a relative question. I realize I'm getting into semantics here, but overall, would I trust my life to this thing? Let me get, I don't know, 2,000 rounds through it, and then I will be able to give you a more definitive answer. But for right now, it is a fantastic range blinker, and I just absolutely love this thing. Mac 9 DS from Military Armament Corporation. Should you get it? It's up to you. I like it.